Yes, sir. Y'all check me out. We got a car mount. How's that for cinema? Yeah, man, so I'm switching it up today. I was completely exhausted from hard work and consistency that I've been putting in this week. I'm gonna be honest with you. Last night, I got in the bed about 12 midnight, something like that, and I just realized, I'm like, man, I gotta be up at 4:30 in the morning just to do it all over again. For me, the problem is not getting up early. As soon as I get moving, I'm moving, and that's not really a big deal. The hardest adjustment for me has been going to sleep early at a respectable hour, because I'm just so used to kind of just unwinding on my phone and just, you know, that whole sort of thing. Get in the bed, I want to scroll, I want to look at shit, and I'm not making excuses because I definitely need to change that. What I am saying is that I just felt like I needed to take a morning to myself to get some good rest. And you know, the interesting thing about it, I woke up in a way better mood. I still had my alarm set for 4:30 and I got up, but I was just so tired and exhausted that I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna just lay it back down. It ain't that deep. I got caught up on some sleep debt, had a nice breakfast, felt really good, really healthy. I feel refreshed. I woke up feeling leaner, and I just think that's what I needed. So now I'm headed up to Starbucks to go ahead and get a good editing session in. I'm just riding right now around the corner, testing out my new car mount. I'm gonna go ahead and finish editing yesterday's vlog, get it uploaded, and then I'm just gonna hit the gym. We're still doing the same program, same routine. It's just I got a little bit later of a start today. I really need to make sure I'm running and doing push-ups every day on top of my walking and stuff like that. You know, because the steps is gonna take a lot of weight off of you as well. But the reality is I'm absolutely gonna need to make some progress at running and beating my lungs down. You know, I gotta just make sure I keep training them push-ups, man, for real. Ain't no running from them push-ups. I'm not trying to be getting screamed at and humiliated more than I have to by a drill instructor when I get to boot camp. Imagine if your drill instructor was like a fine-ass girl and she's telling you that you're a bitch. How fucking crazy would that be? Y'all check out my little car mount. It's like 50 bucks on Amazon. We are investing in our production value. Hope y'all like it. Hope y'all think it looks spiffy. At this point, you know, I'm really just searching for any type of advantage that I can give myself so I can just keep pumping out the content. Also, making it easy for myself. You know, if I'm super stressed out, always trying to do the most, trying to get the craziest angles and blah, 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 I can't keep that up every day. So we're gonna test out this mount. Figured it would just be good for car talks, man. Y'all know I'll just randomly go off on a long-winded tangent about some shit that don't got nothing to do with the series. But that's all right, because that's my style. How deep of a conversation can you really have about push-ups for 100 days straight? You know what I mean? Grabbed a couple supplies off of Amazon, helped me out with some of my at-home workouts that I'm doing. Got a really highly rated ab roller. I got a jump rope mat to help with taking some of the impact off of my knees. I figured I would start out the workout doing regular form push-ups just to kind of see where I'm at. They're not gonna let you get away with doing them on your knees once I'm in boot camp. So for my regular push-ups, I'm really just trying to make sure that I'm focusing on my form, giving a good solid effort, doing my best to not get caught up on the fact that I really can't do that many right now, and you know, just kind of keep the mindset that whatever I have to give is enough for the time being. Last time I checked, all I can really do is the best I can do. And you know, with that being said, we're just taking it day by day. But I was definitely feeling these push-ups for sure. Definitely feeling them. Definitely was engaging my chest in a major way. If I'm sitting there doing push-ups until I start falling down, I mean, that's a pretty good indication that I'm working hard. I was pretty excited to try out this new ab wheel that I had. ChatGPT said this is probably one of the best ab rollers that you can get if you're trying to make some core gains. I'm feeling really light on my feet, and me doing these jumping jacks feels a lot better than when I first got started. And before, I couldn't quite jump the whole minute, but I can get through it pretty easily now while it's still being challenging. As you can see here, I went down to my knees for the push-ups and I just gave it what I had. And at this point, my chest was already cooked, but I just kept pushing through it. That ab wheel is pretty interesting because it makes it easier to stay with the workout. You put your elbows down and it just gives you a lot more balance. I can feel myself getting lighter on my feet and having a better mind-body connection every day that passes because I'm going so hard with the cardio. The squats are pretty good for me. They're pretty solid. I got some strong legs. I really don't have any issues getting through the squats. So if anything, I just want to make sure I stay consistent and maybe just go a little faster and give even more effort and energy just to really burn them out. I switched back to regular sit-ups just to kind of switch it up and engage my body from different angles, and those felt good too. I'm pretty good at doing regular sit-ups. This workout only takes 30 minutes, so I'm really trying to make it a point to do this like midday around 12 to 1 p.m. because once I get started, by the time I start getting tired, I'm like basically almost done. And it's pretty short and sweet, but it's still intense. And Sergeant First Class Bites said that it's made this way because it's really important that you do it at least 6 days a week. So I'm really trying to stay consistent with that, as well as my 2 massive cardio blocks. I'm going to start actually jump roping too as well, because for me personally, jump roping really shocks my body a lot, and I drop an absolute ton of weight once I get consistent with jump roping. Even more than steps, even more than running, jump rope has always been my #1 cutting tool, and it helps me feel a lot lighter on my feet and more agile as well. Decent workout at the crib. Definitely got a good sweat in. Questionable performance on the push-ups. But, you know, whatever, man. We just got to keep it moving. Don't really have too much else to say. Nothing else is really going on. I'm at Planet Fitness now. Gonna go get an hour and a half in on the treadmill and just call it a night. Yes, sir. Fresh out the gym. Who I think I am? Him. Glorious cardio session. Glorious. Absolute pandemonium on the treadmill. I listened to a beat on repeat for an hour straight and wrote a fire-ass rap. Yeah. Excellent use of my time. But man, that's it, brothers and sisters. I ain't got nothing left. It is 11:20 p.m. Fuck! It's a damn shame. But whatever. It's cool. Growing pains, I guess. We'll put a quick shot of my workouts and my macros and all my food real quick. But other than that, that's all I got. Catch y'all tomorrow.